Let's see. Let's do a warm-up game. The Halloween is coming up.
It sure is.
What is this year's scariest costumes that you can think of that would be popular?
Truly scary, or what's going to be trending? Because we know groups are going to be dressed up in tracksuits for Squid Game.
Yeah, we're gonna see those.
Are we going to see anything other than that? Honestly,
Yeah, you're going to get people dressed up like the virus. Someone's going to be a ball with like red bumps on it or whatever. And then you're also going to have people dressed up as the vaccine, and then like that's the scary thing. And
they're going to
speaking of
bump into
balls
each
with
other.
red bumps on them, I got those pictures you sent me, and yeah, I think you might want to get that checked out.
Okay, well, I do message you guys with all my concerns physically and emotionally first before I check in with a doctor. Do you think I need to see a doctor?
No, just like go like get a second opinion from some other friends though. Like
Okay. Yeah, well,
don't go
I hate
run
to
into the
mention
doctors.
this. You guys are my second opinion.
Oh fuck, that's embarrassing for us. Gosh, this year's scariest Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Squid Game. I think the answer is Squid Game. I think it's Squid Game.
I'll tell you what. Did you guys see? All right, we were recording an episode last night for the channel. We were playing a game called Forewarned. Did you guys see what I saw at the end?
No,
I did, and I hated it.
I didn't see it. I was trying to, I don't know, create some chaos, and spoiler alert.
And you indirectly
you did.
You really did. Because, yeah, wow. I won't spoil it. Also, Squid Game, we've got a video coming out, a VR chat skit happening soon. See that. Wow, that was we put quite a bit of effort into that one, and
you did.
I thought it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, no, it turned out great. I'm excited for people to see it.
Yeah, that thing in the tomb that we saw, that's the scariest costume that could be. Just a freaky monster. I've seen people make some stuff that's very impressive.
What the only thing, and this is a minor gripe, is that so it's a game. You're in Egypt. You're in a tomb of some sort. As far as I could tell, that monster had nothing to do. It was just a 3-headed, like gross-looking daywalker-looking thing. Like it wasn't like dripping in gold or like walking like King Tut or anything. It was just like a freaky looking thing.
Oh, I see. So you were not afraid of it.
I was scared shitless. I threw my headset off and couldn't look at anything. I was like peeking through the lenses, but like stay on theme. If you're gonna have like a theme to your scary game,
I see. Okay.
carry the theme out. Like if we're trying to find a scary pharaoh or Mia Farrow or a Perry Farrell or a Farrell in a big hat, stick with your theme. Stay with whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
That's just, you can pass that note on to the devs for me if you don't mind. They can hopefully patch that in or something.
Sure. And when I was like, okay, let's try this game, I went there by myself to test it out and go through the tutorial. I don't know. Every time I get into a VR scary game, I can't get used to it. I am not ever used to it. It's so immersive, and I can't not be immersed. I can't tell myself to not be scared because when you're in there, the environment does such a good job of just the lighting, the sound, the loneliness, the tombness of the temple,
Mhm.
the surround sound, and I don't know. I just couldn't do it by myself. So thank you for being there.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you
No,
for
thank him.
having us
I
and
was
scaring
I
us.
was long gone, but Jeff pointed something out. We were playing, me, Austin, and Jeff were playing zombies um, over the weekend, and we streamed that. Check us out on Twitch if you haven't. And they pointed out something that you and me get scared the same. For
Really?
for some reason with zombies, I mean, we were playing for hours, and I just could not get used to what was happening. I just can't. I mean, genuinely getting scared, terrified. Again, I would be very interested in someone clipping all those moments together, back to back, on our stream for and seeing it. For some reason, it's just too creepy. They're too jumpy. They're too. I don't know. I can't settle in. Anyway, you and me react to scary games the same, I guess.
It's very similar.
What happened in our childhood? What do you think? I don't know.
I
It's a
mean,
mystery. Yeah,
we probably saw similar movies, I guess, right?
yeah. You know what it is? I think it's because I don't like scary movies. I will watch them, and I do enjoy them when they're over, but during is just not fun. It's kind of
No,
like a
it's
play. Like, I don't like going to a play, and I
Okay.
hate it. But
it,
afterwards, sometimes I'm like, okay, well, that was something.
I don't it's 100 it's tension and stress that can 100% be avoided in your life. I don't understand why people voluntarily do this shit willingly.
I
Play these
see.
scary games and watch these scary movies. You know,
Well,
I'm glad they do. It's just not for me. I will never be the person like, "Oh yeah, let's go see the new scary movie."
you play your video games for a escape from reality, right?
Yeah, and I guess all these people are like, "My reality is so calm and serene."
Uh, but Jeff, you play these games where it's like work simulator and
Yeah,
crafting and
problem
farming.
solving.
Oh, okay. You're an engineerist.
I guess these people are calmists or
Truck driving.
and they're like, "Yeah, I got everything too easy. Let's just
Okay.
throw a
Okay.
big fucky wrench in there and have this lurch of a man run after me in the woods."
Yeah. I don't think I think I might have mentioned this before, but not that I want to yuck anyone else's yum, but I believe that's a thing with people who like BDSM and stuff like that, where it's just their life is too good, and then they go to a dominatrix and they give them money to beat the shit out of them because it's like I want to know what it feels like to be having a bad day. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this is a non psychology major telling it how it is.
Again, if
I'm
people are into everything, I'm not yucking anyone else's yum, but for me personally, it's like life is hard enough.
I mean,
I
that's
don't.
that's just how Mark perceives it. That's that's
That's
and
for
this is
me.
our podcast. Well, no better place to say it than here.
Yeah, I thought this is a safe space. You guys are looking at me like maybe
No,
I
no,
should leave.
I mean, I think it's
It's
a bit of a leap to go from somebody's movie preference to their like hardcore fetish desires.
We're all about
But
leaping here. This is the leap pod. Leapness.
this is a safe space.
Yeah.
Um,
and we're a bunch of snowflakes.
Again,
This is it's fine.
here's our last pod. I haven't tried it. I don't know if I would like it. I have not
Oh
tried it.
yeah, have any? So Mark, you haven't tried Steven? Have you tried escorts yet?
oh no, I haven't.
I
I haven't.
haven't. No,
But
I'll
No.
get on it.
he
Ooh,
brings
new
up a
pod for the
great
next
point.
challenge. Everyone get an escort. See what you think.
Hey, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual experience.
Okay, I think you're onto something.
All three of us publicly hire an escort to go hang out with her for an afternoon.
Hey, take them to dinner. Do something nice, right? They're gonna be like,
Pick their brain. Like, yeah,
yeah.
oh God, how nice would that be?
Well,
Hire
that
an
would be
escort
nice.
and just be like, hey, for a couple hours, we're gonna take you out. You don't have to have sex with anybody. Let's
Yeah.
just go bowling or let's go. That would be nice.
They'd probably be like, I'd rather get
I'd rather be banging
yeah, bowling.
than hang out with you three nerds.
That's a nice thought. Take them to dinner. But you know what? Honestly, they make way more than I do. My date would be I would pay them to take me out somewhere and then pay me at the end. So I want to have this male prostitute fantasy. Just I'll give them the money to give to me at the end. Make me feel that,
Mm-hmm.
Not unreasonable. Not who wouldn't want to feel that? Honestly, and I'm not trying to downplay your wish here, but yeah, I've thought the same myself. It's to be desired that highly that people would pay you money just for your company.
Just to hang out.
Whiz.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
But I'll do that. See what she says.
I mean, I see what you're saying, Steven. Yeah, it would be expensive for that kind of time.
Yeah,
but if there was some way, if we could start like a secondary, if we could be like additional reviewers, like personality reviewers for Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, maybe the podcast somehow pays for that. Not that it's making any money or ever has, but hey, we can dream, can't we?
We can fantasize, yeah.
It's making negative dollars at the moment, but hey, fingers crossed.
That's right.
Well, here's the thing on our bonus episodes. If you're not aware, we are doing bonus episodes now on Patreon, and those voicemails will be on Patreon. So on the bonus episode. So
yes,
just a heads up. But I'm not ruling this out as a challenge to hire an escort. What about hire an escort? Make her do yard work. I mean, I don't. I mean, she doesn't have to do the thing, right? I mean, let's take him to dinner. I like a dinner with an escort. I mean, God knows I haven't taken my wife to dinner in a while, just the two of us. But I'll take an escort
for
dinner.
work. For work,
yeah. Smash cut to Dana saying, "Okay, so wait, you want to take an escort to dinner just to see
with Steven and Jeff?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a round table. Should we do a round table? We hire 3 escorts, and then it's the 3 of us, and then we kind of do a round table and have a discussion.
Is it an actual round table? Are we dressed like knights or something?
I mean, we're paying them. They can do. I think it might be the weirdest thing they've ever experienced.
Okay, so that's what it is. We can be the white knights of the round table, and we just hire these sex workers to interview them to pull. We think so highly of ourselves. Look, we're doing a great thing. We're hiring these sex. We think so highly of ourselves. We're protecting these women.
We think this is the first time this has happened. This probably happened hundreds of years ago.
Do you
probably
think
daily?
Yeah. Do you think
now.
that I might? I say we just hire escorts and play Dungeons and Dragons with them. I think we're like, can I fucking leave? I'm paying you per hour, and you are an elf. So, what is your action? Leaving? No.
Yeah, you gotta remember though, like you can't just hire a painter and be like, "All right, mow my lawn."
Yeah, but if that's your thing, if I say like playing Dungeons and Dragons is my kink, you gotta do it. And it's not like it's not physical.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you're rolling a dice. You're role playing. If anyone's good at it, they
Well,
would
also,
be.
I think I don't think you gotta do anything that a client tells you. But more so to where, like, just a few minutes ago, you said hire someone and have make them do yard work.
No, I wouldn't make them do yard work.
Okay.
Yeah. I also want to mention that we had Tank on. We had our bonus episode where we did talk about that as well, and then this is our other episode after this, which we are still talking about. So I
A
think
week later. Yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
there's a
There's
lot
still
of
some interest.
Go back and listen to that one. That was wow. That was wild.
It's
there's
ignited some things in our brains, possibly.
possibly
Yeah.
that we haven't
Yeah.
shut up about it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. A week later.
I'm
Right.
just gonna make a note for myself though.
Yeah, so if you are,
Take
if you
wife
do wish,
to dinner.
if you do wish to support the podcast, we're a startup podcast. We don't have a sponsor, but if you go to Patreon or Twitch and subscribe there, you can help support us. And for that, we've got bonus episodes stored that we started doing. Yes, like you mentioned. So
bonus
thanks for the
pod,
reminder.
bonus episodes on the videos.
Yeah, bonus
Discord.
lots of stuff, right? Yeah.
Oh, guys, our word. We've gotten way out of whack.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just so we can keep with tradition. Very quickly. Hi guys, how are you? Good to
Oh
see you.
yes. Good to see you also. Wow, what a cold open.
It's a weird week. We got some weird episodes. But anyways, weird is not the word. The word today, logica.
Wow. God.
Logica.
Okay.
Letho.
Yeah.
Logica.
This is this to me looks like lethal logic. I think you're telling someone a fact and it's blowing their mind, and then they go like kill themselves or die. It's lethal logic. You're telling them something amazing. They're just like fuck off, and then it kills them. So
Wow, so they just can't wrap their head around it, and they just go, "I don't want to live. I don't even want to be around anymore."
That's right.
That's 100% believable, and I honestly can't believe that there is not a movie, show, or game called Lethal Logic.
Yeah,
it sounds like a title of some sort.
Yeah.
To me,
yeah. It's almost like Bird Box, right? They see the truth, and the population immediately goes, and they have to kill themselves. It's like they discovered some kind of truth or something, and then they die shortly after. I think those people were experiencing
Lethal Logic.
lethal logica. Yes.
Okay, that's a fantastic guess.
Thank you. Yeah.
I am going to go in a different direction. Tho, as in like a like a play. Logica.
Hold on.
Yeah, no.
Let's not get too far away from that. So, I gotta imagine you're thinking of Othello,
Mm-hmm.
and you're pulling
exactly.
that, and that is that's a play. Okay,
right. So, Logica. It is a play based completely on not talking. So, Logica. They're so you have it's basically a play for the deaf.
All right, so like a pantomime.
Correct.
Somebody does a full play using sign language.
They don't use their hands though. It's just you're using your mind and you're judging off their reactions, and it's really in depth because it's for your own interpretation. So people are doing this play, and then you take it for what it is, with no words for
Wow,
2.5 hours.
So it's just like extended narrative, interpretive dance.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's actually very interesting. I want to see one of those.
And then think about that when you guys leave, you and whoever you take to this thing, and you leave, you go. One of you, maybe one of you thought it was hilarious, like, oh, that was such a funny play, and the other one's like sobbing, and it's like, wow, you guys
Mhm.
are in two
Mhm.
different ends, and
What an
and
art form to be able to produce a play that could be interpreted so differently.
yeah. Go ahead and give me my points.
Okay. We
Very
might wait
interested
on
now.
those.
Very
Both
interested to
of
see
them
who's more right.
interesting guesses. But this one, I think this one is actually a useful word that we're learning. Lethologica is the inability to remember a particular word or name.
Okay. Logica.
So when your mind goes blank on something,
Excuse my
lethologica.
lethologica. Wow. Sorry. Excuse me. I'm just. Yeah. How would you? I can't even use that in a sentence. You'll have to excuse my lethologica, right?
Let's
Maybe.
see.
Would you excuse it?
Let me see. Yeah.
So if someone says, "Oh, what's the word I'm thinking of?" That thing. It's like toast, but it's not cooked yet.
Mm.
That.
And you go, and then what?
Oh, guys.
Yes.
Well, now this gets very confusing, and I don't know how far we want to go into this.
Oh boy.
Or you know what? Maybe you know what? I'm going to save this one for next week, and we're going to we might make a part 2 of a word,
Wow.
because
Okay.
this is interesting stuff. This as far as like a grammatical uh in the vocabulary world, this is huge. We have a real.
Okay. We'll
I
dive
mean,
the fuck in next week, huh?
Oh my god. Okay, and I'm seeing 2 more. Oof, I've got next month of words already figured out right here.
what?
Yeah, this is some real shit going
Did you
on.
discover a new language?
I may have, guys. I may have stumbled into a unknown hidden language right here before our very eyes. I
I want
just
to know.
can't remember what
Let's
it's
just forget this
called.
whole thing and call it lethologica. It's too
I want to
much.
be there when the first civilization ran into another one and discovered them speaking a different language.
Mm.
I want to be there for that moment. How
That'd be
weird would that have been?
horrified. Yeah. Because to
Yeah.
you, it's just like speak, because you don't know any other language. You go to a different place, and you're like, all these other people are speaking in tongues.
That Oh god, yeah, that is some lethal logic. That would might make your head explode.
That's right. That's right. Someone probably went and killed themselves after,
Yeah, holy shit.
Because
like,
if
oh,
you, for instance, if someone like, I wonder what it would be like to hear English as a second language, which obviously most of the world does hear English as a
yeah,
second language, but
that is
because
something mind blowing, right? Yeah. What does English sound like to someone that doesn't speak it? Yeah.
right,
There's videos out there like that, actually.
there are, yeah, because
Yeah.
if you think about it, like this is going to sound so stupid. If you're from Italy and then you see someone American and he says bread and you're like, what? What's bread? And then you say it in Italy. You say it in Italian, and then you go, and then the Italian guy goes, "Oh, you mean bread?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's what I said."
Yeah. 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 Right. Good. Good.
Well, everybody, I think we mentioned we got some weird episodes. I think this one's going to be a short one this week, or I know this one's going to be a short one this week. We got some shifted around schedules and everything.
Yeah, and also feel free to take that last part out because I just gave up. I couldn't come up with anything.
Well, no, I didn't completely understand it, but I don't understand everything, and I was like, oh, well, maybe there's something going on that I'm not aware of. But yeah, we're some different, shorter episode this week, but we did want to jump in and make sure we got an episode out. But we will be back next week with our regular episodes. Yeah, and next week, probably word at the beginning. This week was all upside down. Word almost at the end of the episode, shorter episode.
Backwards episode.
I'm not going to promise that we're going to stop talking about sex workers and like very heavily joking about like, oh, mate, what if we hired some? What if? We're
Right.
not going to promise that. We're because this is probably going to be something that's going to be weighing on our minds for a while.
I'm gonna pitch it to my wife. Maybe should I pitch it to her live right now?
I pitched it as a birthday present jokingly the other night, and that did not go over well. So tread lightly.
I'll pull her in here real quick. I can hear her right outside the door.
If you want, yeah.
Live response.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hey, Dana.
Can she see us? I don't want to.
Hey, Dana.
I don't want her to think. Turn off your camera. Let's pretend. Let's have her think that we're not here. I want to get her honest reaction. Mark, cover the screen.
You're on the podcast right now. Okay. Come here. It's okay. You can't hear them, but that's okay. So we're doing these challenges for the podcast. You've talked about this.
I'm really glad I'm on camera right now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Tell her we'll edit it out.
Well, yeah, this will be edited out, and it's going to be audio anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, except for on our YouTube,
Yeah,
where
everybody.
see. But so we're doing challenges for our bonus episodes, and one of the challenges that I can't remember who thought of it, but
you.
Okay, well, okay, I don't think so, but we'll have to look at the tape. But we thought one of the challenges would be to.
We called it a tape.
To
I haven't used the real in years.
To hire an escort and just like talk to them or like play Dungeons and Dragons with them and it'll be like out in the open. Like we'll wear masks and stuff. But
the COVID was what she was worried about.
I thought
look at her arms crossed.
But like just no dirty stuff. Obviously,
I can feel him sweating.
It's running down my back right now. But it's like not sexual, but like take them to a lunch. Maybe take them to Chick-fil-A or something, or like
yes, Jesus' chicken shop though.
Spend like an hour and make them like
make them what?
Make them not have to do what they. It's just we're spitballing here, but I'm thinking like.
So what's the challenge here? I haven't heard any part of that yet.
The challenge is, hey guys, why don't you get to know someone in a different field? I mean,
and that has to be the field.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like, what field would you be most comfortable with?
Not that one.
Okay, well, it's got to be.
But like, what is the challenge? Like, the challenge is just to hang out with an escort.
She's got a point there.
Yeah, he dug a hole by saying challenge.
Yeah, this is a challenge.
It doesn't sound like a challenge. That sounds like a reward.
No, for who? For them, because they get to play games and stuff. Take them to an arcade.
I mean, you're not like babysitting them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking, maybe it'd be nice to take them to dinner or something. Do you want to go?
We don't even go out to dinner right
See,
now.
This is the point I made earlier.
So I'm going to stay home with the kids so you can take another woman out to dinner?
Yeah. No,
with your brother and cousin.
yeah, no, they'll be there. No, Jeff and Steven will be there.
Where's Mary in all of this? Why am I the only one that...
Jeff, that's your department. I mean, I'm running it by.
I
Do you
don't
want to have your
know.
turn? Do you want to take your turn?
He's got to watch the dogs. I think if I go,
All right, okay.
this-
I think what we realized is that there's a couple kinks in here, and not the kinks that you pay for, but kinks that we need to work out in the challenge. But I just wanted
scheduling. Yeah.
scheduling. Thank you. Yeah, and details.
I would, like, I mean, this is supposed to be a challenge. I don't, like, you three going to hang out with an escort for an hour doesn't seem like any kind of challenge.
Tell her we have extreme social anxiety.
We have a lot of
That's
social anxiety, and the challenge is to.
Well, that's some bullshit.
Okay.
Just stay on stage and tell jokes for a living.
Okay, you just got me.
Yeah.
I would say a really big challenge for me is spending time with other women.
You know how dumb that sounds.
I know. Okay, this is all right.
Tell her that this was a fake challenge. It was only to get her reaction.
Yeah.
Right.
The challenge. Okay. Yeah.
The
it was a
challenge
prank.
is a bad idea. Maybe we'll just see like who can stay up the longest without any sleep. Maybe that's the challenge.
You will lose that challenge.
I know. Okay. Thank you.
That's all.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Love you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Okay. Well, I think she's in. She's fine with it. Great.
Yeah, it went well. I think everybody's happy about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't tell her we were just joking. Just joking.
Joking.
We were just joking.
Of course.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I believe we'll call it a week for there. We'll call it a week there, and back up with everybody next week.
Sounds great.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't forget, Mark's album's still out on. I messed it up on the intro to last week, but it's Amazon. Is it Amazon, Spotify, and Apple?
Yep. You can find it all on there. And if you want to really help out and you for free, you can make a Mark Brady Pandora radio station. And that would help too. So feel free to do any of those things. That would be amazing.
Okay, I didn't even realize Pandora was still around.
They're
Yeah, me neither.
they're still doing it.
Is that like so? Is that where you see the most return from, or
No, but what it would do is basically if you like that or make that gets into other people's Pandora comedy stuff where it's like, there's a couple people that made that, and so maybe people who are listening to, for instance, Tom Segura, and
okay?
maybe they
so
slip
like,
in one of my tracks, and
gotcha.
maybe it gets out there a little bit. So,
like if you like this, you might like this also, type
Right.
of stuff.
right,
Gotcha.
right,
Okay.
yeah. So if you can't listen on any of those, Pandora as well. But the only thing about the album is there is a start to finish. I did try to do it kind of like a whole set, not like a set, but like a not story, but start to finish is how you should listen to it.
There's a beginning and an end.
Yes,
It's like a
yeah.
Pink Floyd album.
That's
it's
right.
not-
If you play it backwards, and
your oven turns on fire.
yeah, yeah. But thank you.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us, everybody. Thank you very much. And we will see you all next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. And girls.
Goodbye,
See you later.
everybody.